Hey everyone, welcome back to Ormsby Farm. My name is Casey. So, on today's video, I am joining in on Noodle November 2023 that is hosted by Tony over at Kettle Kitchen. And I first off want to say thank you, Tony, for inviting me. I always love these Noodle November collabs. I did it last year, but this year, what I'm doing is more of a shelf stable. It's kind of like my new thing this year. And it is a meal in a jar that is shelf stable, and I'm going to show you how to make it, vacuum seal it, and then rehydrate. So this can be put on your shelves for up to 10 years, y'all. I know. And there are so many amazing channels, and some of my very dear friends that are joining in. Like you got Sandy over at Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. You got Monica from Land's Promised Land Ranch. You got Casey, my twinsy, from Boots and Bounty Homestead. Nancy from Our Treasured Home. Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Day Ahead. Chris from Chris and Larry's Homestead. You got Ann and Lynn from The Ann Lynn Show. And Glenda from Grace and Fire. There's so many amazing channels. I wouldn't even have time to name all of them, but I will have it down below along with the playlist. So y'all go over and click that playlist and support all of the channels that joined in on this collaboration, because they are some wonderful channels with some wonderful recipes and you're not gonna wanna miss them. Also on December 3rd, there will be a giveaway on Tony's channel, and that's at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, all that information will be in the description box below. So, I'm sorry, that's December 3rd. December 3rd. I have my little notes here, and y'all know I can't read without my glasses. But December 3rd is when the giveaway is going to be. It'll be in the description box. Head over to Kettle Kitchen, and they'll be doing a live giveaway. But you may be asking, okay, Casey, that's all fun and great, but what are you making? Well, I am making a hamburger macaroni and cheese. They'll be shelf stable. I'm going to show you how to vacuum seal it, how to make it, and how to rehydrate it. So enough of me blah, blah, blahing, and let's go ahead and get into the intro.
I'm coming home.
Alright, y'all, and no need to worry, because I'm going to leave the recipe down in the description box, along with all of the things that I'm using in our Amazon storefront, because all of this comes from Amazon. It's a great thing to stock up in your pantry, so you have it. So let's get started. One thing that I like to do is I always like to put the powdered ingredients down at the bottom and noodles on the top. So when I vacuum seal it, it's not sucking up that powder and prohibiting the seal from sealing. Doing it in a quart jar, but you can cut this in half into a pint, or you can double it and stock up a ton of them. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 2/3 of a cup of cheddar blend powder. Now, I have used the Augustin Farms cheddar powder. My new favorite thing in the entire world is this Big Daddy Mac sauce. And it's thanks to my friends Alicia and Monica for getting me addicted to it. So thanks so much. And we're gonna go ahead and put the 2/3 cups in there at the very bottom. Oh, I'm making a mess, y'all, already, and the video hasn't even started, y'all. So here we go for the first. And then here we go, the half. Ooh, I'm gonna need to get some more cheddar powder. Okay, there we go. Because y'all, this is gonna be cheesy. This is gonna be cheesy McCheeser set, huh? Y'all feel me? Next thing that I'm gonna put in is, in the recipe, it calls for 2 teaspoons of a milk alternative. What I like to do is I like to use this cream base that I learned from my friend Alicia over at Country Mama Musings. I will leave an index card here of her video that teaches you how to make it. Basically what it is, it's some seasonings, it's milk powder, it is sour cream powder, it is flour. It makes the most amazing cream base sauce. And I stock it up in a quart jar, so I have it to make meals in a jar throughout the year. So I'm gonna go ahead and put two heaping tablespoons of my cream based sauce in here. So I'm gonna put That's 3 teaspoons because I have lost my tablespoon. And I'm gonna do another 3 because 3 teaspoons equals a tablespoon, if you did not know that. There we go. And I'm gonna give it a good jiggle jiggle. You see that jiggle jiggling? Okay, we're jiggle jiggling. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to do 1/4 of a cup of butter powder. And it just makes it creamy, dreamy, delicioso kind of stuff. I'm making sure that it is completely dry before I put it in that butter powder because you don't want nothing reactivating it in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 1/4 of a cup of butter powder in there. And I'm gonna give it a good jiggle jiggle. Look at these colors already, y'all. Aren't they beautiful? So again, this just makes it creamier, more delicious, all that kind of stuff. So now, to make it kind of hamburgery, besides using the faux beef, I'm going to put in some ketchup powder, mustard powder, ooh, I knocked my camera, and some dill to give it that pickle kind of flavor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of everything, just to give it that hint of the taste, okay, y'all? So you don't need a lot. This should last for the whole year, this little carton of the stuff that I have. So I'm gonna put that ketchup powder in. Ooh, it smells like some really good ketchup. Ooh, yum. Same thing for the mustard powder, 1/4, and just drop it in there. That smells like delicious mustard. Ooh, it's already smelling like a hamburger to me. And then I'm going to do 1/4 of dill. Again, that's going to give it a pickled flavor. And I always say in all my other videos, you got to give it a good jiggle, jiggle, jiggle to even out, okay? So next, what I'm going to do is I am going to do, this is faux beef, but it's like the faux ground beef from August Farms. You can get freeze-dried ground beef. It is a little bit pricier. I like this. To me, it tastes just the same. And then this is shelf stable, so you can put it in your meals in a jar and you can vacuum seal it, and it's shelf stable to sit on your shelf for 10 years. So what I'm going to do, since I'm doing a quart, is I'm going to want to do I'm probably going to do a cup of this beef powder on top of it, because that will yield 2 cups of the ground beef. And you're going to mix it all together, so you're going to have to separately hydrate all of this stuff. So the 1/2 cup is probably about enough ground beef for 4 people. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some of this ground beef stuff in here. There we go. Look, y'all, the colors are coming together. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to, besides getting all of the stuff out the way so I have room, I'm going to do 2.5 cups of pasta. Now you can use any kind of pasta you want. I am using an elbow today because I was making another video on Kraft mac and cheese. So it's what I have right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 1/4 of a cup because that can go in here, because I was spilling y'all before. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1 cup. 1, 2. All right, and we're jiggling it again. So that ended up being 2 cups, not the 2.5 that I said. So 2 cups of the the elbow macaroni. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to use my 4-jar lids. I'm going to vacuum seal it, and then we're going to talk about how to rehydrate it. So I will show you how to vacuum seal it now. Alrighty, y'all. So what you're going to do, again, I'm putting in my 4-jar lids. Can You see it? Let me make it closer. Putting it on there. I'm making sure there's no debris on this right here. Putting it on, and I'm going to attach the Food Saver vacuum sealer right on top of it. Now, if you want 4-jar lids, I completely, totally, wholeheartedly recommend these. These are the only ones to seal for me. I have a link down in the description box, and use Ormsby 10 for 10% off. But right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach the green to my Food Saver, the gray to the attachment, and we're going to press vacuum and seal. And what you're waiting for right here, you hear that change in sound. Nah. That means that it's sucking all of the air out. Now we're sealing. It just popped. I don't know if you can hear that because I was probably running my big mouth. But it popped in there, and all you're going to do once all the lights go off is you're going to pull straight up, not jiggle it, just pull straight up, and then right now, look, you're sealed. You got a beautiful meal in a jar of the Hamburger Mac and Cheese that is sealed. Now, I'm going to be showing you how to rehydrate it on this video, but I wanted to talk about the meals in the jar and how long they sit on the shelves. So, what the rule of thumb is about 10 years. Now, it can go longer than that. You just got to make sure that you're checking your seal and your vacuum and that there are no prohibits to the seal so that you get oxygen that is rehydrating or moisture rehydrating your meal in a jar. Now, people have asked me about oxygen absorbers. I don't use them in mine, but you can use 100 cc's, put it in there, vacuum seal it. That's just giving you kind of like a double duty, making sure that it stays freeze dried, beautiful, no moisture. Sit it on your shelf, cool, dark place. I also like to write the directions on the very top of the jar on how to rehydrate it, whether I give it to a friend as a gift or if mom or brother Chris or sister comes and makes it themselves, they know how to do it. So we're going to do it there. But what I'm going to do now, I'll probably be in different clothes because I'm cooking it the next day, is I'm going to show you how to rehydrate it. So let me go. Well, I decided to cook it now instead of tomorrow. So I thought I was recording before. So what I did was I poured the whole jar into a bowl. Now I'm going to fill this up with water and pour that on top of it. I'm going to stir it up and we're just going to let it thicken up and boil. It will boil the noodles, it will do the cheese, but I'm going to tilt you down so you can see. All right, here we go. We're going to dump it in. Dump hers in, dump hers in. Equal parts. The jar plus the jar of water. I'm just going to mix it up so it doesn't look like crazy. Get all the cheese powder and stuff mixed into the water. You see I'm just mixing it up. It's all in there. The noodles, cheese sauce, everything. Now we're going to put it on high. Let it start boiling and rehydrating and cooking that pasta noodles. Stirring occasionally. So I'm going to show you as I'm doing it, okay? So I'm turning it on high. Alrighty, we're just giving it kind of a good stir, y'all. Making sure that, you got some big cheesy chunks that are broken up. It's kind of like doing hamburger helper, y'all, if that makes it easier to understand. So I'm just basically letting it do its thing. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and turn it down to medium and just let it sit until everything is rehydrated. The noodles are cooked, so on and so forth. And then we're going to come and we're going to do a little taste test on camera. All right, y'all, see how it's thickened up? And don't mind all that behind me. I let it kind of run over, which I shouldn't have. But look, it's thickened up nice. We got the cooked noodles now. It's starting to look like a mac and cheese. It's delicioso. All right, and we're going to bowl a little bit up, and we're going to try it on camera. Oh, I'm so excited because I'm hungry. All right, here we go. Y'all, I'm so sorry, dude. You see all that steam? Oh my word. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm gonna have to be really good and like go ahead and pre-prep some and put some in the freezer. Otherwise, I will sit here and eat this whole thing. I will. Oh my God. So y'all, it is that simple. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again to Tony from Kettle Kitchen for inviting me to this Noodle November yet again. It's Noodle November 2023. Say that 5 times fast. Make sure that you go and support all the other channels that are in this collab. The playlist is down below. I will see y'all on the next video. Thank you for stopping by and be blessed. Bye.
I'm coming home.